Hello and welcome to Lessons in Miracles. I'm Teri Angel and I'm here with my co-host Karen Palmer. Hi Karen.
Hello.
And our beautiful family, Christine Elizabeth and Sunny.
Yep, sleeping.
And Auntie Jean Lorio.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
And we have Charlie Charman with us.
Hello, everyone.
You look like you feel better tonight, Charlie. It's good to see your face
Yeah.
on here.
A little bit better.
Yeah. So glad.
Me too,
All right.
Charlie. I'm feeling better tonight, too.
Yes.
Good, sweetheart.
It's so
It's
good
good to
see
be
all
with
the
everybody.
smiling faces. Yeah. So Karen's going to open us up and take us into our hearts. And Karen, I'll just turn it over to you.
All right. So let's just take a moment. And before we do take a moment, I just want to thank all of you so much for lifting me up yesterday. It really helped, and there was a lot of healing that happened yesterday, and I could feel you all in my heart, so present. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. So let's feel that real love. That perfect love, that love of equality and the light that connects us all. Whether people are aware of it or unaware of it makes absolutely no difference at all. The light that we are is the oneness that we have always known. It's the light that carries us when we feel we're in the dark. And that light will shine so bright. Especially when we forget and we look for our beautiful family, and we know that that family will always be in the light. There is a light that this world cannot give. But that light shines right here, right now, in every being. Just like Teri said, sometimes it's just a little spark. And sometimes it's a huge, bright, beautiful, glowing light. But there's always light. Yet, you can give it as well as it was given to you. You can share that light, and when you do, it gets brighter. When you trust in the light, especially when you feel you're in the dark, that trust gives you an opportunity to trust more, to trust in something that we cannot explain, but that is us. It is us. And as you give this light, it shines forth to call from you to follow it. feel yourself following that light right now. It's calling you home. Again, it's like that little flashing light on the front porch when our parents called us home. We are the children of the light. We are being called home. For this light will attract you as nothing in this world can do. Nothing in this world can attract you like this light. This light is you. Your true, original, innocent self. And you will lay aside the world and find this light beyond this world. This other world is bright with love, which you have given it. And here will everything remind you of that absolute oneness, that perfect love, that joy without an opposite as you return to being a child of light. Let's come on back, feeling that light, feeling that playfulness, that childlike light. That's us. That's who we really are. You know, the darkness, the clouds, all the silly stuff that we overcome. It's not us. It's not the real us. It's none of it was ever real. So that light and that love is what's real. And I hope that was helpful.
Beautiful. Oh, that was very beautiful. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, I love this lesson today. It's just such an amazing point that there is no love but God's. And I love what the insights have to say.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. As I come to rest in the awareness that there is no love but God's, I am in deep peace that cannot be disturbed. God has given me all of his love, and there is nothing else to have. I no longer need to strive to obtain anything, for I already have all that I need, all that there is in reality. As I hold this recognition in my mind, all that I see is love. And I love that. You know, we can say the words, but to really feel it, to feel, and like they just said, I don't need anything else. And, you know, I have been feeling this for years now. I've been feeling so fulfilled, and there's nothing that I really need or want in this world that's of the 3D. Nothing has any meaning to me anymore. The people, of course, you know, my fellow beings that are here. But as far as material things and the things that so many worship, that I used to worship in the world, you know, I used to want the fancy car and the house and the money, but it's like that has no meaning to me anymore. It's only what's inside now, this feeling of peace, this feeling of love and joy inside of me. And that's all that matters. That is all that's real. And I just, every day I say, I love my life. I love my life. I had the opportunity today to speak to some very influential people that are, I mean, they're like, really, they have all of those things, the big houses, the cars, the businesses. And I had the opportunity to share what I do. And I just loved their comments. They were like, well, you look so happy. Yes, I look like I'm happy because I am happy. And that happiness is on the inside. It's not from any of those things that we just, think we have to have. And that we are always putting ourselves, making ourselves go crazy trying to achieve. If we just find that miracle secret, that it's all on the inside, and it's knowing that the only thing that's real is God's love, then we get there. We get to that place of, yeah, that's something that's nice, but I have no interest in it anymore. I have no interest in collecting things anymore. And I just love that. And I know that's not for everybody. I know that there are people that really want to have the fancy and the big, and that's okay. There's no judgment about that. It's just not for me anymore. And and I'm very happy with that. So this lesson really spoke to my heart. And I've been on a high all day long just from just being happy and seeing miracles open up and happen every day. And Grace Isis is watching and listening to us. Hi, Grace.
Rudy.
I really kind of feel like what you're saying is for everybody, but they just haven't discovered it yet or accepted it yet.
Right.
To me, what you're describing is you're no longer in the 3D. You're living in a higher vibration, and hopefully we all are, who are standing in the light or trying to stand in the light. That always made me laugh when Karen was talking, because I know I told you about my son being a minister, and he went to make what would you call, a well care call on one of his members in the hospital. And he took a fellow member from the congregation with him, and the man was quite ill, quite ill. The sick man was quite ill. And so when he got there and he was talking to him, the friend spoke up and he said, Bernie, if you see a light, don't go to the light. Whatever you do, don't go to the light. And my son says, oh gosh, what do I do now? And it is, we want to go to that light, wherever it may lead. And I like the way it kind of touched on that we don't really know what love is. As human beings, we don't know what love is. Like you said, Teri, God is love. That's what love is God. And you know, we're learning what that means. But as being humans, we didn't really know. Sometimes we think of it, like they said, in so many different, we put so many different names to it, to the love. And, I'm reading another book, and it just so happened I was reading where it was telling us that we have to be happy and whole in our own selves. Our happiness is from inside of us. We can't, because some people think they found somebody who answers everything that they need. No, because if you found someone who thinks they answered everything that you need, you shouldn't need any of it. You should be whole in yourself. And that person should be whole in themselves, because sometimes disaster happens and it's really hard. But if we are whole in ourselves, go inside find that love inside of us, then nothing can touch us. We always have that love and we always have that happiness. It doesn't depend on anybody else. So it just kind of went together with what we were studying today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so true, Jean. You know, there were many, many years in my life that I didn't know what love was. And, you know, somebody would pay attention, or, you know, you get into a relationship and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this doesn't feel good because it wasn't love. There wasn't the knowingness. So yeah, you're right. We're always seeking for that love, and it's right there. It's there for all of us. It's God's love.
And it's right in here,
Mm-hmm.
inside.
Yeah, I have a miracle. I found my soda. I called a water cooler and water very warm and more. So this store on the Long Island called Wario by Vanessa, and they have all the Janet stuff. So I would call my dad actually up, and he would found it about with time. That might
Okay.
That was her miracle. And Charlie, what was your miracle?
Well, I was like Teri all day, just smiling, and I went to the gym, and the people must have thought I was, I was just listening to music, but every song I was singing was, I was changing the words, and just to different tunes and beats, and it was just, love but God's love, and loving my brothers and sisters, and God loves brothers and sisters. I was just going on for about an hour while I was walking, on the treadmill, just smiling, and they must have thought I was crazy, But that's just being in that, that feeling, even when I go in the car, I'll shut the radio off and just start singing it,
Oh, he put on the fake when you would
Well, you weren't with me today, Chris, so just, okay?
Okay.
All right.
But they say make your own kind of music, sing your own kind of song.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Brittany. I'm great.
Well, this lesson gave me the most encouragement in knowing the truth. Like I said last night, I'm just holding on to the truth. I'm not getting caught in the illusions anymore. The illusion is human love. Human love is not real. And divine love is what we all are. And the human love is the mask, and the human love is the obstacle that keeps us from that divine love. It keeps us following a course that is not for the love of truth and the love of absolute. It keeps us searching and searching and never finding. And it keeps us believing that there's something outside. And divine love doesn't do that at all. Divine love continually, and perfect love just casts out all that fear. And you just feel so completely secure. And I've never felt that in human love. And now that I have this divine love, I have no interest in human love. Like it's not that I love everyone equally now. Like I'm not interested in anything being other than the equality of all of life, so that every love that I feel, every animal that I am in contact with, I love exactly the same. And this is something that I have never experienced in my human condition before. And so I'm not going backwards. Yesterday I did. I let myself go backwards. I let myself go into the dream. I let myself go actually into the nightmare of what I believed was the dream, the ultimate dream, 25 years of a happy marriage. Woohoo! That's a big accomplishment, right? People strive for that. That's the dream. And you know what? I'm so incredibly grateful that I know now what real love is. And I'm so grateful that we have that love here, right here, every night, and that we can share that love with. There's no jealousy, there's no feeling that there's not enough. There's no hot and cold. It never runs hot or cold. It's always complete and total love. And I'm so grateful for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, Karen. And it feels like we're all in sync tonight with that beautiful energy that we've really immersed ourselves in. And this, I believe, is what the Course is teaching us. Everything else is just the illusion. When we can find that real love inside of us, we're just starting to get the message. So let's see what the lesson is coming up.
Our next lesson is 128, and it is the world I see holds nothing that I want. The world you see holds nothing that you need to offer you, nothing that you can use in any way, nor anything at all that serves to give you joy. Believe this thought, and you are saved from years of misery, from countless disappointments, and from hopes that turn to bitter ashes of despair. No one but must accept this thought as true if he would leave the world behind and soar beyond its petty scope and little ways. Each thing that you value here is but a chain that binds you to the world, and it will serve no other end but this. For everything must serve the purpose you have given it until you see a different purpose there. The only purpose worthy of your mind this world contains is that you pass it by without delaying to perceive some hope where there is none. Be you deceived no more. The world you see holds nothing that you want. Escape today the chains that you have placed upon your mind when you perceive salvation here. For what you value, you make part of you as you perceive yourself. All things you seek to make your value greater in your sight limit you further. Hide your worth from you and add another bar across the door that leads to true awareness of yourself. Let nothing that relates to body thoughts delay your progress to freedom, nor permit temptation to believe the world holds anything you want to hold you back. Nothing is here to cherish. Nothing here is worth one instant of delay and pain, one moment of uncertainty and doubt. The worthless offer nothing. Certainty of worth cannot be found in worthlessness. Today, we practice letting go of all thought of values that we have given to the world. We leave it free of purposes we gave its aspects and its phases in its dreams. We hold it purposeless within our minds and loosen it from all we wish it were. Thus do we lift the chains that bar the door to freedom from the world and go beyond all little values and diminished goals. Pause and be still a while and see how far you rise above the world when you release your mind from chain and let it seek the value, the level where it finds itself at home. It will be grateful to be free for a little while. It knows where it belongs, but free its wings and it will fly in sureness and in joy to join its holy purpose. Let it rest in its creator, there to be restored to sanity, to freedom, and to love. Today, give it 10 minutes rest 3 times today. When your eyes are opened afterwards, you will not value anything you see as much as when you looked at it before. Your whole perspective on the world will shift by just a little bit every time you let your mind escape its chains. The world is not where it belongs, and you belong where it would be. And where it goes, the rest when you release it from this world. Your guide is sure. Open your mind to him and be still and rest. Protect your mind throughout the day as well. And when you think you see some value in an aspect or an image of the world, refuse to lay this chain upon your mind and tell yourself quietly with certainty, this will not tempt me to delay myself. The world I see holds nothing that I want. That's pretty big.
It is, and it just is what I was feeling all day today. You know, I'm not interested in the 3D. Like Jean says, I think I've floated up, and I know I was joking this morning that the aliens had abducted me, but I really think that my energy has floated to that place where it's like, oh, you know, I see the beauty of the world, but it's not in things. It's in the beautiful landscapes and the people that are holding each other in love.
Yeah, it's in the absolute. It's in the absolute. You know, when we just rest in that absolute oneness, everything else just makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no confusion, there's no doubt. There's just pure certainty that absolute oneness is all there is.
Yeah.
And absolute oneness is love.
Yeah.
And every being that we see, every opportunity that we have to share that love, we are in the perception. We get to choose if we want to see love or we want to see darkness. And nothing. Do we want to see nothing or do we want to see everything?
Right. Yeah.
It's really that simple. Those are the questions that we have to ask ourselves when we're going into the nothingness, when we're going into the crazy insanity. We have to ask ourselves that question. Do I want to keep seeing illusions and nothing? Or do I want to see the love and everything?
Beautiful. I love it. So, yeah. So tomorrow I get to focus on that again. Just focusing on love.
These next lessons are really fun. The one after this one is beyond this world.
Yeah.
There is a world I really want. And that's what we do when we go into our heart. That's the world.
It sure is. Okay. Well, thank you to those who came in for the lesson. And now we get to chant. And thank you for joining us. Gracie, I hope you're still hanging out with us to do the chanting with us tonight. And Elikim, thank you for being with us. And yes, Elikim says, great work for the universe. Keep it up. We are. We keep going every day. And right now, we're going to go into our...
Can Charlie can you count today, hon? On the do
Yes,
you have your
he is.
beads?
He is. Nancy Richie.
Can you count? Because
Yes,
I'm not
he is.
feeling very well, and I may have to leave.
I can
Yeah,
count if you need me to count.
Okay, because he's not on camera right now.
I have
Okay.
Yeah, coming back.
All right.
Terry.
So let's get started with our chanting. The first one is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
okay.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay, yep, Charlie's gonna count. All right. So this is where we're gonna chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together. Beautiful Charlie will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in a short meditation on freedom. Then we'll go into our second chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all illusions and illness be removed. Om Gam
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam 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 Ganapataye Namaha. Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om 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 Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Gam
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Ganapataye
Om Gam
Namaha.
Ganapataye Namaha.
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam
Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Take a breath into your heart. Let's just focus right now on what that feels like when we've left all of those barriers, all of those obstacles, everything that we thought was real, that was holding us back and keeping us tethered. We don't have to be tethered to this 3D world. And when we lose all of that illusion, we find freedom. When we find freedom, we find our joy, we find our bliss and our happiness, and we know that it's inside of us. When we can lift our vibration up, 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 up to a higher dimension, a higher plane, those miracles are right there. They've always been there. But now our eyes are open and we can see them and we welcome them. And we welcome them with this next chant, which is known as the miracle chant. It is Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And Karen, I'm going to put the words up if you'll please talk about that.
Okay, so this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Charlie will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy, healthy, and innocent. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho 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 Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Let's breathe in again that wonderful love into our heart. Just do that connection with the breath, filling your lungs completely, and then slowly emptying that air. Every night we chant Om 3 times because Om is the cosmic sound for God, our Creator, and we want to give all glory to our Creator. That's where our love comes from. That's the love that's real inside of us. So we'd love for you to join in for that, and then stay in your hearts for just a moment. Really feel that love that's flowing into you and out from you as we let it go out into the world. So take a deep breath in, and we'll begin the chanting of Om. Om.
Okay.
As you hold that love in your heart, just enjoy the freedom, the bliss, the happiness that you feel, the peace that you feel. And just hold on to that desire for the whole world to feel that, to have a world that works for all of us, where all are seen and treated with respect, with honor, with dignity, seeing each other as equal. So when you breathe in with your next breath and you feel that love in your heart, just release that with the out breath, with the intention that it's going out into the world. We're sending it out on assignment to let every being on the planet feel the happiness and the joy and the peace. And we send it down into our earth plane, our Mama Gaia, knowing that the energy we send forth will be returned. Mama Gaia is going to make sure that what we have given her, she gives back into the world to lift everyone up and lift that frequency on the planet. So just continue breathing in and out that wonderful love as we focus on asking and declaring that there is peace on earth. Om Shanti. And every night we make that declaration It's a beautiful declaration. It's our way of saying to the world that this is what we know in our heart. So I'm going to put the words to the declaration up on the screen. And Karen, would you lead us in that declaration tonight, please?
Oh, I would love to. And welcome, Marlene, and welcome, Catherine. We're so happy that you're here. And our beautiful Gracie, we're so honored that you're all here with us. So this is every night we make a declaration that there is peace on earth and that peace begins inside of us. So we'll do that when I count 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
We
We
declare
declare
that
that
there
there
is
is
peace
peace on
on
earth,
earth,
and
and we
we
declare
declare
that
that
peace
peace
begins
begins
inside of us.
inside of us,
And so it is.
always and forever.
Forever.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And we've been doing this for 1,073 days now
Woo-hoo.
as a group known as
The
Peace for peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
And we are the P's for Peace. Karen is a P, and Chris is a P, and Sunny, and Terry's a P, and Charlie's a P, and I'm a P, and Marlene's a P, and Gracie is a P, and Catherine is a P. And you know what? Come and join the P pod so that we can all be P's. So wouldn't you like to be a P too?
P2.
A P for peace, and we'll have peace all over the earth. And we start by being kind.
Be kind. Absolutely. That's when we're going to start to see peace, is when everyone sees the necessity of being kind to each other by showing that love. And if Gracie was here, what would Gracie say?
The
hills are alive with the sound of chanting and the sprinkling of peace and the smiles on faces, because peace is coming round the corner when we chant.
When we chant.
Peace is coming round the corner when we chant.
When we chant.
Peace is coming round the corner. We see smiles on people's faces. Peace is coming round the corner when we chant.
When we
And
chant.
be kind.
And be kind.
And come back tomorrow and we'll do it all over again.
And
We love you all so much. Thank you for being with us tonight. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And we leave you with
Namaste, y'all.
Bye, everyone. We love you.
Bye.
See you all tomorrow.